So traders, I've been getting a lot of questions about, no, a lot of people have been saying and thinking that if we go to war with China, then the market's going to crash. And I want to share with you the facts about what happens when we actually go to war. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty guys, so what you're looking at right now is the Dow Jones Industrial Average from the 1896 to 2016. Human innovation always trumps fear. So this screenshot here was actually taken from The Path, which is the book from Tony Robbins and also his business partner. And I am just quickly bringing that up so I can get that right for you guys. And yeah, so Peter Mollick, I think it is, and Tony Robbins. The book is called The Path, and they really go through a lot of diagrams, a lot of facts. So if you're a long-term macro investor, or even if you're a trader, I believe you should read the book The Path. That's the Tony Robbins and Peter Mollick new book, because not only do they give you a structure of what you need to set up for yourself personally. Secondly, you also need how to actually look at these markets when it comes to you being happy. But also, thirdly, they go walk you through the facts about what's likely to happen and what's happening. And this is they just look at the facts. Okay, so I want to look at this diagram here in a result of if we go to war, will it crash the market? Will going to war crash the market? And a lot of people think that, right? Oh my goodness, this is so bad. If we go to war with China, which we know it's starting to really, really build up to something now, and we may actually end up going to another war. We don't know. Seems like China's taking over everything right now. So let me share with you what I see through here. So as you can see, so if I go through and start at this start here, right? So we've got sort of the World War One ends, which is just this point through here. The Spanish-American War through here, as you can see. So that really didn't do much through there. And then, but I want to start to move forward into like the sort of the 19, right? So we had World War II. So World War II was where? Let's have a look at this here. So World War II was right there. Notice it was at very, very, very close to, actually let's do this here. So World War II was right here, right? Very, very close to what? A bottom. Now, as you can see, right? And then you had Pearl Harbor, and then you had World War II ends and the Cold War begins. This is when, so as you can see, the market rallied. Now this is a long-term chart, right? So this is over a 5-year period, by the way, guys. This is 1940 to 1945. World War II ends, and we rallied for 5 years, leading into the end of the war. Look at this here, the Korean War. Look at that there. The Korean War was right at the bottom of a sideways movement, or the bottom of the market in 1950. All right, and then the market continued up. And as you can see, we went in through to the and then you had the Vietnam War as well too, and so on and so forth. And so if we continue, I'm just looking at these here. The Vietnam War was right there. Again, it didn't send the market down. We didn't do anything there. This is obviously the Cuban Missile Crisis through here as well too. So you can see a lot of these things happen at the bottoms of markets. So you can see also, so the Cold War begins here, and the Cold War ends here as well. You can see also that obviously this is the 1987 crash. The Gulf War, 1991 Gulf War. Look at that there. 1991 was right there. Again, this is like I think like a yearly chart or something, guys. But that was that point there at 1990. That was the bottom of that year before we started this Gulf War. Before we actually started to move up. Look at this here. Big pullback. 2003. Look at that. 2003 war in Iraq was right at the bottom of of the market. So you can see majority of the time when we think something is really bad, if we're going to go to war and it's going to send the market through the floor, look at the facts of what it is. War is actually bullish for the stock market long term. So please remember this. Over the next 1 or 2 decades, we're going to go to war somewhere, especially with the way things are going with China. So if we ever do start to go to war, it's probably after the market has come down a little bit. Then when we go to war, you better please remember that we're actually getting very, very, very close to the bottom of the markets and not the opposite. Because every single time, 90 plus percent of the time, almost every single time when we actually started going to war, it was actually at the bottom of a cycle, and then we started an upward cycle. So especially if you're a long-term trader, long-term macro investor, and you're looking forward to getting in at a good time, we're probably likely to see the market come down quite a bit first. Then we go to war, and as soon as we go to war, guys, it's so important to remember and have your ears pricked up, because we're probably getting very, very close to a bottom for at least another couple of years moving forward. So I hope this helps you out, guys. Will the going to war? Will going to war will the stock market crash if we go to war with China? And that's what I want to share with you here. And I hope this helps you out. And please, once again, guys, please remember this, because it's going to be, we will go to war. Something's going to happen again, right? Everything's been too peaceful. So now we're probably, the whole thing was happening in China. Who knows? We may go through another world war. We don't know. But if we do, get ready for your investments, because it's going to be an amazing time to invest. Traders, I've been getting a lot of questions asking me about, John, how do I trade the markets? What sort of system do I use? What's my approach, and so on and so forth. So I'm running a free masterclass teaching you my #1 trading system for the last 15 years. This is the most powerful and highest probability system on the planet. And I'm going to just share with you all the details. Plus, I'm going to share with you how I find and scan and do all my trading in 1 hour or less per day. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, you can register for this free training that I'm going to run. So go to that right now. I'm going to teach you all the details, and I promise you, once you leave this free training, not only we know exactly what goes into a good trader, so you could be a good trader, but also you're going to learn my #1 trading system, all the details so you can start to crush it. So go to johnsfreetraining.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the masterclass. Go to johnsfreetraining.com right now.